की तरफ से जब आप आते हैं तो ये उस
Hey guys, we're starting in like 4 minutes, okay?
ఏ ప్రొఫైల్ ఫోటో తీసే నువ్వు జూమ్ ప్రొఫైల్ ఫోటో
ಯಾರು ನಾನು मेरा इलाज चल रहा है। पेन बहुत मुश्किल चलेगा। हेलो वेट करा देवर का आएगा।
Okay, let's start. So if I want to add a single element or a single object, what will I use? into my list.
Append.
If I want to add two lists together, what will I use?
Join.
Join. If I want to add what?
Extend.
Correct. If I want to add a specific element inside my list, what will I use?
Insert.
Insert.
Okay. And now what are the two things that I need to insert? I need the position and the element that I want to insert. If I want to check the size of the of my array or the size of my list, how can I do that? How many elements are there inside my list? How can I do that? Len function. All right, good, very good. All right, now today we're going to talk about remove and pop. So how to remove elements from a list. Okay, now let's say I have a list called apple, banana, mango, orange, and kiwi. Okay, now if I want to remove a specific element, very simple, I just do x dot remove and I mention the name of the element that I want to remove. In this case, I want to remove kiwi. So when I do this, kiwi is gone. Okay, so when I print x, okay, you see kiwi is gone. So when do I use remove? When I know the name of the element that I want to remove, I will use remove function. Got it? So this is what remove function will do, which will help me remove a specific element from a list. Now, if I want to remove apple, all right, now apple will be gone. See, apple is gone. Got it? So this is how we can remove elements from a list. Now, if I want to remove element based on the index location of the list, not based on the name, but based on the index. How can I do it? So let's say I have x is equal to apple, banana, mango, orange, kiwi. Now I want to remove based on the index of the element. So when I do x dot pop 1, the element in the first position will go. So which element will go?
Banana.
Banana. Okay. So x dot pop 1 means banana will go. Now if you see, banana got printed, but when I did remove kiwi, okay, let's see. When I do remove kiwi, did it print kiwi?
No.
Kiwi is gone, but it did not print kiwi. But here when I'm removing it, it is removing it and giving me what it removed. Got it? This is what pop does. Now, what is this pop doing? It is returning the value back. You understood? It is returning the value back. And that is why we are using pop. So when it returns the value back, you can save it into another variable called y. That is the difference between return and remove and pop. In remove, you cannot save it. All right. In pop, it will pop it, which means you can save it inside a variable so that you can use it somewhere else. All right. That is the difference between remove and pop. You understood? So returning the value that it is removing so that you can save it inside a variable, and remove will not return a value. It will just remove it. Got it? Now,
Which one query?
yes.
We remove function remove all the values because we told it in list we have duplicate value. We can also have duplicates.
Sorry, you want to remove all the values. Now, in that situation, this will, okay, let me show you. x dot remove, let's say apple. Okay, now it has removed apple. If you see, it's removed the first instance of the apple. Now, if you want to remove every instance of the apple, then we need to put it inside a loop and check whenever you find apple, can you pop it? Got it? So for I in x, if I double equals apple, then x dot remove I. Okay, now for I in apple, if I in x, did I put a spelling mistake here? Okay, let me run this. For I, oh, sorry, for I in range len of x. Why is it not removing the second apple? So len of x will give me the length of the list. All right. And if I, which is this, which is every element, if it finds I, then remove apple. Yeah, that's fine.
So there are two apple
It
written
will
here.
be x of
So
I
there are two
double equals
apples.
apple.
Yeah, which is fine because what I'm doing is I'm looping through every element unless the apple spelling is wrong. No. So for example, first it will go to this apple. All right. Now it will check. Okay, are you apple? All right. Now it is apple.
There is
It will
the values.
remove it.
Okay.
Okay, or let me do this. Okay, sorry, 1 second. New fruits is equal to an empty list. Okay. Now what I'll do is for I in x, if I not equal to apple, then I'm doing it the other way around. New fruits dot append I. Then print new fruits. Yeah, it's removed all the apples. So we just did it the other way around. So we are just checking, okay, are you not apple? Then go here. Are you not apple? Then go here. Then are you not apple? Then go here. So we created a new list by checking if you're not an apple, then go to the new list. Okay, so it is another way of doing it, but we cannot use remove in the same list, all right, and remove multiple items because what it is doing here is we can only provide one parameter inside my remove function. All right. And it is pretty much looping through it. And if it is not an apple, it is adding it to the new fruits over here. So that way we've created a new list by removing all the apples from that list. As simple as that. Okay. Now, when we go to loops, you'll probably get it even more. We can also use pop. All right. Now for pop, what we need to do is we need to go through from last, we will keep moving through each element and we are popping that. All right. We are popping and it'll remove all apple duplicates by popping. And because when you use pop, it is going to pop the element based on index. Here we are removing element based on value, and that is why it didn't work. Got it? Now let's say I'll do it using pop as well. Let's see. All right. So when I don't put anything inside pop, now pop does popping a value based on index, right? So if I put 1, let's say this is my list. Now let's say I have a pop function and I don't put anything inside. What do you think it will pop?
Last.
It will pop mango. All right. It will remove the last element that was added. All right. Now when I put in X, you see the last element is gone. All right. That is what pop does. Now, if I have to remove based on that, all right, for I in X or for I in range, len of X, comma. Now, if you see, it should give me -1, comma, -1, comma, -1. Okay. Now, if X of I double equals apple, then X dot pop I. So I'm looping through the index and I'm popping it. So now if I do X range len of X -1, -1, -1, correct.
बस स्टैंड
Hey,
ठीक है लौटा वगैरह
what the fish, man? Len of X. No, this is -1. Sorry. This should work. Now, did I remove both the apples? Yes. All right. Now, what it is doing is very simple. All right. Now, when I run through the index, okay, what is the difference between len of X and len of X -1? So let's say I have, how many items do I have here? 4. 4 items. Correct. So when I do len of X, what will it give me? Answer?
4.
Four.
All 4 items.
Correct. But when I do the index, what should be my index be, the last index? What will be the index of this?
3.
Three.
Why? Because it starts from 0, 1, 2, and 3. So what I did here was I said len of X -1. All right, which means it will start from range 0 to 3. All right. And what I'm doing is I'm asking go from the last, go from opposite direction, -1. All right. Now, when I do this, when I'm saying go from -1, what it is actually doing is it will go here, it will check, are you Apple? It says yes, pop. Are you Apple? No. Are you Apple? No. Are you Apple? Yes, pop. All right. Now, that is pretty much what this is actually doing because it is going from the end and to check. Why are we going from the end? Any guesses?
Don't know.
Think about it. There is a very simple reason behind it.
Because pop function removes from the end.
No.
Because the value of the
Every
first
time you
element-
pop, the index is reducing. See, in my first range, when I pop this element, okay. Now, if I used len of 3, which is range 3, all right. Now, if I'm going from
It acts as a what stack.
it has a stack.
Everyone has to add it.
It is moving one behind. All right. Otherwise, it will come out of range error. Correct. All right. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying, okay, let me do it in simple words. Let's say you go to a school. All right. There are 5 people standing in the queue. Okay. Now, when I say let's remove now 5 people in the queue and we want to remove one, whatever, 2 people in there. All right. Now, if you go from the front to the back, now how many times are you going to loop? 5 times. Let me do this. For I in range len of x. Now you're looping from the front. Okay. So if x of I is apple, I'm going to pop it x. This is what my code will be if I'm going from the front. Okay. Now, when I is equal to 1, I is equal to 0. Okay. Apple is removed because the first apple gets removed. All right. Now the list becomes what? It becomes this. The list becomes banana, kiwi, and apple. Let's say. Now banana has shift to which index?
0.
0.
0 index. All right. Now apple is shift to second index. Correct. Now the loop, in my second loop, the value of I has become what?
0
again.
First it was 0. Now in the
The
second loop,
time complexity of that loop is O of n. O of n. Means
correct, darling. Now in my second loop, what is the value of I?
1.
1. So I'll tell you how loop works. The loop is like a simple thing. So when you do, let's say loop, in this case, when I loop through this, what it does is it loop through one element at the time. It'll go from here to here to here to here. Now, when I do loop range len of x, the len of x is 4. So I'm looping 4 times, which means the I will become 0 first, then 1, then 2, then 3. So it is changing. Every time I value is incrementing. Now, the loop I has become, it has in the second loop, the I has become 1, which means there is a chance that it will skip apple again or the second apple. Okay. So which means not all apples will be removed, which is what was the problem in my first case when I was writing it. Not all apples are removed. But when you do it from the back, even though it is fixing it, we are coming from the reverse, which means we'll go through everything from the end till the first. Now, when we do loops, no, you will understand why we do through the reverse instead of going from the front. Because what happens is when I remove the first guy, this guy will come here, this guy will come here, and this guy will come here. Now imagine this guy was apple. This guy was apple. Then we will skip this apple because I would have gone to index 1 already now. So which means it would have skipped, or let's say this guy was apple. This guy has become 0 now. If there was apple here, this will be skipped because I've moved to the next index. All right. I know it sounds complicated. I will explain this when we do loops. So don't worry. We just jump because someone asked a question. All right. Let's go step by step and I'll go and I'll explain when we come to loops. All right. Now, there is one more function in list called clear. Now, what does clear do? Clear means you're cleaning the board. You're wiping the board. Okay, let's say we have
removing everything.
Correct. All the elements in the list will be removed. But will the list be removed? So, for example, if I...
Only items.
Correct.
Only items.
I know. What did you eat, ma? Okay. So, you have a whiteboard. All right. In that whiteboard, if your teacher tells you, can you go clear the whiteboard? All right, what do? You go clean the whiteboard, but you're not taking the board and throwing it outside the window. You understood? So that is what clear means. Clear means you're clearing the whiteboard. All right. The board is still there, but the whiteboard is not removed like permanently. All right. So that is what clear means. Then we have del. Del means delete. Okay. So now when I delete X, which means we are taking that whiteboard and throwing it out of the window, which means the whiteboard does not exist. The list does not exist. So when I del X, X is gone. All right. So if I do X, it says no, X does not exist. You see? So even the list gets deleted. Now, if you want to delete an X, what would you use? Would you use clear or del?
Clear.
L.
Clear. All right. If you want to delete the entire X, like from the memory, you don't want X, then you would use del.
Del.
If you want to only clear the items inside that and make it an empty list, then you would use clear. All right. So now if I want to remove something from a list based on the index value of the list, what will I use?
Pop.
Pop. Now, if I want to remove something from a list based on the value name or the item name, what will I use?
Delete.
Remove.
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 Correct. And if I want to remove something from a list and capture it somewhere in a variable, what will I use?
Pop.
We will use a pop, then we will take one variable to keep that.
Correct. Correct. So we will store it inside a variable. Got it? Awesome. Now these are the main things that we need in a list. All right, which is we know how to add element, we know how to remove element, we know how to clear it, we know how to delete it. Now tuple.
Sir,
Tell me, Harish.
Sir, if I want to delete any element in middle of the list, what will be the time complexity of that loop?
Okay, now we have a separate class for time complexity. If I talk about it now, people will run away, darling. Usually it is O of n, all right, because it is linear. Okay, but let's not confuse these guys because half of them have fainted already. What is this guy talking about? Time complexity and space complexity. I have a separate class for that. We will go through that. Don't worry. Right now, just assume that 90% of these guys don't know what list and tuple is. Now, if I talk about time complexity, they will lose interest. We have to keep it very simple now. We'll get there when they all learn it. Okay. Now, tuples. All right. When we talk about tuples, we know this is my son's second girlfriend, right? What is the difference between a list and a tuple? Does anyone remember?
This list is mutable.
Don't allow duplicate. Tuple is immutable.
Correct. Now, because it is immutable, all right, can we add elements to the tuple?
No.
No.
Can we remove elements? No. Can
No.
we change the element? No.
No.
So all those functions that we did for a list will be invalid here. Okay. Then why are we using a tuple? So what is the use of using a tuple? Now, let's say you have some information that you want to store, but you don't want anyone to change it or amend it. That kind of information will be stored inside a tuple. For example, configuration information or some very important data that will not change anytime. And we don't want anyone to change it, but we are referencing it for our code. Only in those scenarios, we will use a tuple. Got it? Now, It is not very popular, but the only interview question you will get here is difference between list and tuple. That's it. They won't ask anything else. At least in the last 11,000 plus interviews that I've attended, that is the only question they've asked. List versus tuple, about tuple. They don't ask anything else. They won't ask, can you create a tuple and show? No, they don't. It is not a very popular girlfriend. Okay, now tuple is denoted by round brackets. So the minute you use round brackets and you store something inside, Python already knows it is a tuple. Got it? Python knows it is a tuple. Now, how to extract data from a tuple? When we say extract, how to make reference to a data exactly like the way you do in a list. If I do x of 0, I will get 1. So this is my tuple. Now, when I do x of 0, I'm getting 1. That is my 1. If I put x of 2, what will I get?
3.
3.
Exactly. So now we know how to extract data from a tuple. We're not changing it. We're not amending it. We're just extracting it. Now index it. Now same thing like the way we did in list, how to index an element from a list, sorry, tuple, we do the same way here. All right. Now if I try to remove something from my tuple, it will throw an error. All right, it will throw an error saying has object has no attribute remove. It says it does not have a feature called remove. So you cannot remove it. If I try to append anything, it will also say the same thing. You cannot append anything into a tuple. Got it? Now, if I want to convert or change something in my tuple, there is a way to do it. It's a workaround. What should I do? I should convert this list tuple into a list. And what is this called? To convert from one data type to another?
Casting.
Casting. Correct. So what am I doing here? I'm converting this data type X into a list. So how will I do it? List of X. So when I do that, I'm saving it inside a new variable. And now when I print it, this becomes a list. Now can I append it? Yes. Now after appending, I can convert it back to a tuple using a tuple cast. All right, so now I'm passing y into tuple and it is casting it. Got it? So that way we can work around things by doing casting function. All right, so that we are converting a list to a tuple to a list, and we are converting it back. Got it? And I don't think you need anything more than that in a tuple. That's the only thing they will ask you. What is a tuple? What is the difference between a tuple and a list? Because we cannot do any transformations or we cannot do any changes, you don't really need to focus on it. All right. So do not spend any more time on that. Okay. Now, the third most important girlfriend of my son is a dictionary. Now, this is a very popular data structure. All right. Or a data type. List and dictionary is where 99% of your questions will come when it comes to data structures. All right, list and dictionary. And most of the code, we will only use list and dictionary. Very, very rarely we use set and very rarely we use tuple because they're not as flexible as list and dictionary. Okay, now there's a small difference in a list and a dictionary. Okay, now list allows duplicates and dictionary does not allow duplicates. This we know. Now, dictionary uses curly brackets and list uses square brackets. We already know that. But the main difference is not that. The main difference is dictionary has two elements. For example, it has a key and a value. So in this case, X is equal to a dictionary and I have key value pairs. I have first name, Krishna, last name, Bhargav, age, 25. City, bank, country, India. So we have data that is stored in a key value pair. Any questions?
అవును ఇంక అట్లనే ఉంది పరిస్థితి పంప్
Any questions, Kunal? No. All right. So anybody, any questions? We have a key value pair. Now, if that is the case, how will I extract data from a dictionary? We use the name of the key. We don't use the index. Even though it is ordered, even though it is mutable, we do not use the index. We will not say x of 0. We will say x of f name, x of L name. When I do x of f name, what will I get?
Krishna.
X of L name, I'll get Bhargav. Got it? So this is how we extract data from a dictionary. Got it? Now, here if you see 4 numbers, this is the key name, but I have the numbers inside of what? What is this?
Square bracket.
List.
It's a list, darling. It's not square brackets. It's a list. It is a square bracket, but we should be calling it as a list. All right. So my value is a list. You understood? So I can have a value as a list. Now, why am I having a value as a list here? Because this customer has
Those are key values. Yeah, phone number is the key. Those are values which are located in array. When we want to retrieve them, we have to retrieve by using key.
correct. Now, why do we have this in an array or a list? All right. The reason is because this customer has more than one number. He has 2 numbers. Now, I can also put this in a tuple if I want. But what is the disadvantage of putting in a tuple?
Cannot be changed.
Correct.
Cannot be changed.
So let's say tomorrow this customer calls and he says, hey, I changed my phone number. Can you change it? Can you change it?
No. No.
No.
But if it is in a list, I can change it. Got it? So that is the advantage of putting this in a list. Now, if you have some data that you don't want it to be changed, for example, Aadhaar, or let's say IDs. No, I'll say Aadhaar. What are the elements that you normally does not change? Aadhaar number does not change. All right. Now I can store this inside a tuple. Now that way we're not allowing anyone to change it. All right. Now if you're storing something only if you're storing only a single element inside a tuple, all right, we should always put a comma there. Okay, we should put a comma there.
Why, sir?
Give break. Pan. Okay, yeah, okay. Right. So we should, if you don't put a comma there, then it will consider this as a string. All right. So we should provide this comma saying that it is a tuple. All right. If it is only one element, you don't need to put anything. You can just put like this. This is your Aadhaar number. Got it? Anyways, now, how do we extract data from a dictionary? Now, if my name of my dictionary is X. All right. Now, let me go back. All right. X, let's say I want the first name. So I put F name. All right. It'll give me F. Let me execute this first. All right. Now it gave me Krishna as my first name. Then if I put L name, it'll give me Bhargav. If I want phone numbers, it gave me my phone numbers. Let's say I want my second number, not both the numbers. How will I do it then? What should I do?
Index one.
Index.
Index number.
Which is 1. So now I will get only my second number. All right. Maybe this customer has more than one address. All right. So in that case, I can put another in a dictionary here calling addresses, and then I'll say address 1, this, address 2, this, address 3, this. Now we'll come to nested dictionaries. Anyways, now you understood how to extract data from a dictionary. Now, why do we have this in key value pair? All right. Why not like just like a list format? Now, one of the main reasons is when you fill out a form in your website, you must have seen the form has the name of the value, the key, and they'll give you a box to fill out the value. Correct?
Yeah.
All right. Now, what is happening is in the back end, if they are using like a NoSQL database, all right, they will be storing data in this format, or that data will get appended to a what do you call a table. Okay, but if I want Krishna's password, then I need, if I have a list like this, let's say X is it, I think I already have an example. Okay, let's have a list like this. Krishna Bhargav 25 Bangalore, Ajay Bhargav 25 Bangalore, Advir Bhargav 25 Bangalore, Ajit Bhargav 25 Bangalore. If I have it in a list like this, if I want Ajit's age, how can I get it? Is it easy to get it like this?
No.
Unless I know the index. Now for that, I need to go loop through this. Okay, are you Ajit? 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 So then I have to loop through it. Now, when I find Ajit, I need to make sure that the second character after that should be age. Only then I would be able to extract it. Correct? If it is not, then we cannot extract it. So we cannot store this data like this. When we need to extract a specific value, we cannot do it like this. We have to put it in a dictionary. Now, if I have a data like this, can I go straight and ask age? Will it give me age?
No.
Why not? You know? It gave me age, no? Because we're mentioning the key name, it will give me the value. If I mention city, will it give me the value?
Bangalore.
It will give me Bangalore. Is it not easy to fetch this data from here?
Yes.
Correct. Because I know exactly what to go fetch. Now, if I have a password here, let's say it is ABC123. Now, I can easily fetch that password here. And I can check if X of password is ABC123, then you print welcome to the jungle or welcome to the website. Correct? There you go. Welcome to the website. Otherwise, print you got the password wrong. Correct? Very easy. Did you understand? So if the X of password, so it will go get the X of password, which is what? ABC123. If that is the same as the password that the customer has entered, all right, then I'm going to say welcome to the website. Otherwise, I'm going to print you got the password wrong. Correct? We will do this in a second. We have a project that we will do. All right. But did you understand how the dictionary works?
Yes, Krish.
All right. Do you know how to fetch data from a dictionary?
Yes.
All right. Do you know that it can also have another data structure inside, which means you know how to fetch data from that data structure by using indexing? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I need the second phone number, you know how to get it.
Yep.
Okay. Now, this dictionary has a feature called keys. So if I use x.keys, it will give me the name of all the keys in my dictionary. So if I do this, it is giving me a list of all the keys. You see F name, L name, age, key, city, country, salary, married, thing. If I want all the values, I will just say x.values. Okay. Now, if I want both, then in college days, I don't know if you guys remember when two people, like a couple, walk together and they always call them something. What do they call them? They call them an item. You remember? So when a couple comes together, that means we call them an item. Yes or no? All right. Now, if you want both, then you do x dot items. So that means you will get both. You will get key and value, key and value, key and value. So you get all the keys and all the values. You got it? Okay. If you don't get it, stop me. Now, if I want to change a specific item or a specific value, let's say I want to change F name to Ajay. What do? X of F name is equal to Ajay. If I put double equals, what will happen?
It will compare.
It will compare. If I use single value, it will assign. Then, do we have address here? No, we don't have address here. Now, if I do X of address is equal to 1, 2, 3 ABC Road, what do you think this will do?
It'll add.
It will add a new key value pair. That's it. It is like append. All right. If it is there, if the address is already there, what do you think it will do?
It will replace.
It will
It will
replace.
modify previous one.
Correct. If it is not there, it will append it. If it is there, it will replace it. So first I did 1, 2, 3 ABC Road. Now I'm doing 4, 5, 6 ABC Road. So in my final, what do you think will be there? 1, 2, 3 ABC Road or 4, 5, 6 ABC Road?
4, 5, 6.
5, 6.
Now if you see address, I have 4, 5, 6 ABC Road. You guys understood? That is why it is called it cannot have duplicates. Because if there is an element, it will replace it. It will not create a new element. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's go forward. This is just showing the duplication part. It's just an example. Now, it also has pop. Okay. Now, if you want to pop the last item, all right, which means like the pop work in list where you only want to pop the last item, you write it as pop item, not just pop, but you will have to type pop item. So that will remove my last element that is there in my dictionary. Now, if I want to pop a specific element, then I need to use pop. And then I mention the name. So now this has popped my address field. Now the address field is gone. Got it? If you want to pop just the last item that was added, then you do pop item. If you want to pop based on a value, based on the key, sorry, then you use pop and the name of the key. That is how it works. Okay. Now again, if you want to clear all the elements from the dictionary, what do? X dot clear. If you want to delete the entire dictionary, what do?
Delete.
Del X. That's it. Okay. Now, if I want to loop through all the elements in my dictionary and print everything, only the values, how can I do? For I in X dot values, print I, which means it will print all the values. If I want to print all the keys, X dot keys. Now, if I want to print both the key and the value, what should I do?
Item.
Items.
X dot items. You are absolutely correct. So now you get both key and value, key and value, key and value.
So why
Sorry. Harish, go on unmute. Sorry.
why should the keys are unique?
Why are keys unique? Because dictionary does not allow duplicates.
Is this possible to add different values to keys, sir? Means same values.
No, that is what I showed you example here. No? So when you have the same key value, what happens?
Sir, by taking my example, my name is Hari. If I use first name and last name, for both of them, I will use only Hari. What would happen?
Values is fine. Values can be duplicates. Keys cannot be duplicates.
So is this possible to keep keys as a null?
Yes. Empty string. Yes. I think I showed an example here. You see? As an empty string, you can.
But sir, you are saying that if we do that, if we take the duplicates, it will give only the last one, like the address. We have two address, and it will print 456 the last one value.
Correct.
That is only
Then
for
Then if you take Hari as a first name and Hari as a last name, it is like showing first and last name both is Hari.
Correct. See, like here,
because
I had
the keys are
first name-
different.
So first name I put Ajay, last name also I put Ajay. Now the condition is the keys cannot be duplicates. It never said values cannot be duplicates, right?
Okay, it means it working. Okay, thank you.
All right. The keys cannot be duplicates. The values can be duplicates. Got it? Awesome. All right. So now we know all the functions. So we know for dictionary, clear, del, pop item, and then you know how to change the x dot values, x dot keys, and x dot items. And you also know how to change the values of each of those keys. Right? You can make changes to those values of each of those keys. All right, by mentioning X of that key name, and then you mention, and you know that keys cannot be duplicates, but values can be duplicates. All right, now, like I said, I am predominantly only going to focus on your interviews and interview-based questions. Now, for dictionaries, you don't need anything more than this. There's one more element of dictionaries, which is nested dictionaries. Now, what does nested dictionary mean? A dictionary inside a dictionary. Okay, so we can have multiple dictionaries inside a dictionary. And there is a data type called JSON. It's called JavaScript Object Notation. Now, what is the similarity between JSON and dictionary? They look exactly the same. All right, but JSON is very popular. Why? Now, JSON is the file type that we use to exchange information between systems. JSON or XML. Now, for example, let's say Swiggy. You guys order Swiggy. On that Swiggy, when you open the app, you see that guy coming on the map who's coming to deliver. Correct. And it also tells you how many minutes is there for him to reach your house. Where do you think that information is coming from to Swiggy? Do you think Swiggy has a satellite? Guess. Guess where is Swiggy borrowing that data from?
From Google.
From Google Maps. Have you seen when you go to some website, it says log in using Google Maps? Oh, sorry, Google. Log in using Facebook. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, do you think that website is on Google database? No. So when you click on that, there is a request that is sent to Google, and it is asking Google, hey, Google, this guy wants to log in using your credentials. Is the credentials correct? Now, Google will send back a response saying, yes, good, let him in. All right. It is not sending the credentials back. It is sending yes or no. Is this guy genuine or not? All right. Now, that exchange of data between Google and this website, it happens through something called API, Application Programming Interface.
Programming interface.
All right. Now, this API will exchange information between them in this JSON format. Got it? Now, what is an API? Let's say, imagine you have a water tank in your house. Okay. That water tank has water. And there are many pipes going from that water tank. Okay, one pipe is coming to your bathroom, one is coming to your kitchen, one is coming to your veranda, wherever. All right. Now, when you open that tap, what are you doing? You're sending a request to that water tank to release the water, correct? Simple words. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can I have multiple pipes from the same water tank? Yes.
Yes.
You can have. Now, how much water has to come out? All right. The size, the force of that water is designed by who? The guy who built the pipe. Yes or no? If the pipe is big, don't you think there's more water coming out? If the pipe is small, there is less water but more pressure. Yes or no?
Yes.
Correct. This, how much data has to come out? What type of data has to come out from this pipeline is decided by the guy who built that API. And who needs to access is also built by the person who built the API. Imagine that that water tank is the database, the backend database. And these pipelines are your APIs. Now, can your neighbor come and access water from your kitchen? Do you think if the neighbor opens his kitchen water tap, will it come from your water tank? No.
No.
It comes from his water tank. That means it is his API. He is not authorized to use your water. You are not authorized to use his water unless he comes and asks you, boss, can I access your water? Then you give him access to your water tank. But that also can be limited. How much water can go? You can also limit that. Correct? This is called API in simple terms. All right. Now, how much data, what data has to be shared with whom is decided by the guy who builds that API. And usually that is done by a backend engineer. You must have heard of Python backend developers, Java backend developers, API developers, or Flask developers. All right. This is built by those guys. You guys are consumers of that data. You are consuming that information. So your job is to open that tap. And when you open that tap, you're sending a request, get request. Boss, I want this data. Can you send it? And that data comes to you and you consume it and you store it inside a variable and then use it the way you want to use it. You guys understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Now,
Yes,
why?
I think in my way, sir, APIs act as a servant. If you want to if you want to serve anything to some other persons who has, you have already given the permissions to serve them. It will act as a servant.
Okay. Whichever was easier for you to understand, you can take that. Guys, I think my way was a little bit more clearer, if I'm not wrong. I don't know what survey is.
Telling servant.
Servanta. Why will you share the servant, darling? Which servant are you sharing? Okay. I think still water tank was easier. I don't know which servant he's sharing, but I don't.
Not like that, sir. If I am using Paytm app,
Tell me,
if I am using Paytm by using a third-party Paytm app, I am booking a flight like website goibo.com. These websites are different. This Paytm or Google, these things are different. If I use third-party application, then this application sends a request to that main application. Uh, do that in between them, one API has interacted with both browsers. That is I am telling, sir.
I think like a request between two servers, like
Correct. Which is what I told you, Swiggy and Google Maps, join using Facebook and some website. They both are talking to each other. In simple words, guys, this guy is talking to this guy, and when they talk to each other, one guy can be speaking Spanish, one guy can be speaking English. So what they do is they convert the data. When he's requesting, he will serialize this data, which means he will translate it into one common language. What is that common language? Let's say English. He will convert it to English and he will send it to this guy. When that guy receives it, he will translate it to, let's say, Spanish, and he will understand that language and he will respond again, which will get converted to English, which will send it to this guy. So both are talking in a common language. That common data format is JSON. The entire story I told you was to explain where does JSON come. JSON comes when these both systems are talking to each other. Both might be, one might be in Java stack, one might be in Python stack, but they exchange information in a common format, which is JSON, which looks like a dictionary. That's all. Now you will not be building APIs. You will not be defining APIs. All right. You are the consumers. You are extracting data from an API. For that, I will show you how to do that. But for now, we are just understanding what an API is, because a lot of people don't know what API is. All right. So that is why I use the water tank example. Simple water tank, when you open, the water comes. But the opening of that tap means you're requesting water, and the water comes. That person who opens and asks, get me water, is you. That water tank is the database. The guy who built that pipe to come to you is an API developer. This much you understood?
Yes.
That's all, darling.
Yes.
That's all. That's all you need to remember. Communication between two systems and blah, 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 blah. Too complex right now. All right. Once we
that
understand.
will help us because like some of us don't know actually the basics also.
Exactly. But you understood what I told?
Yes.
That's all. Now let's not talk about two systems and blah, 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 blah. We don't want all that. Once you become familiar, you will explain to me in the future. Right now, I'll keep it very, very simple. Like nobody knows what it is. Everybody uses water tank in their house. Everybody opens the tap, let it be in the toilet or in the kitchen. So you're sitting in the toilet, you open the tap, you're getting a request. You're sending a GET request to the water tank, and he will send the water. That's all. Okay, that's all. For now, let's understand that. Now, when that water comes to you, you just need to know that it is coming in JSON format. Easy peasy. Yes?
Yes.
That's all. That is why I said. Now, why JSON when I'm talking about dictionary? Because JSON and dictionary look they're like twins. They look like each other. This is a file format like Excel, CSV, Parquet. This is a file format, and this is a data format. It is a data type. That is the difference. Now, in the next class, I will explain how to extract data from a nested. What do you mean by nested? A dictionary inside a dictionary. How can I store multiple student information? How can I store multiple data about that same student in the next class? Got it? And once we do this, we will build a small project. Okay, we will build something like I think it's a banking project or password generator, I think. Password generator. Now, why password generator? Because it was the most asked question. There is this guy in this one company, okay? We have placed more than 150 people in that company, maybe more. I don't have an exact count. Now, there is this one guy. So I told you I sit in every interview. Me or my team will sit in every interview. Now, there's one guy. He's a team lead. He's not a technical guy, but he loves this question, which I will explain in the next session. All right. He loves this question. And every interview, final round, they'll ask this question. I can't tell you the name of the company. Then you will go tell your friend. He will go tell his friend. Somehow it will reach that guy and he will change the question. Okay. I will teach what that question is in the class. And when you face that guy, you will understand, oh, I know sir told me that this guy is going to ask this question. All right. So we should not give out our secrets. But there's this guy, final round, pakka he'll ask this question. All right, for that. And that company is hiring left, right, and center right now. All right. It's a pharma company. It's a US-based pharma company. All right. So I will explain how it is done, and when you attend the interview, you will know that. Now, I told you guys, all my syllabus is extracted from interview-based questions, which is for the last 11,000 interviews. So my syllabus will keep evolving. If the interviews have started asking new topics, by next batch, you will see those topics in the list. So we don't work on textbooks, which is why I never refer to textbooks. I refer to only the notes that has been produced from my AI based on the question that has been fed to the AI. That is why we are very evolving. We don't stick to the same syllabus. The core syllabus will be same, but the advanced syllabus will keep evolving. We'll keep adding more topics depending on what the market is asking. All right. Awesome. All right. That's about it from me. And we'll continue in the next class, guys.
Sir, sorry to ask this one. I want to talk with you in a little bit time.
You want to talk with me? My HR will get in touch with you and she'll put you in a conference call, darling. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Krish.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Sir, I have solved a lot of questions in Hacker Rank, and also I placed it in Mount Blue company. But sir, there is no opportunities for me because I am from mechanical background. Due to that reason only, I solved a lot of questions in hackathon. Then I joined in Mount Blue. They are taking us as a 3 months training. Then after they will send to some other companies. They are expecting more than as a if they want to develop any one application, they will give to us, and you have to do this application for this week. Due to that reason only, I want to quit that company. There is any options to go?
Why are they paying you in that company?
Sir, they are paying us, and also they have given. They will give much more salary, but they are keeping a lot of. I'm keeping a lot of efforts around. I'm doing work 12 hours per day, but still they are expecting a lot.
But why with web development, that is the problem you have right now. I mean, you cannot, unfortunately, there are too many people, and now because most of the coding is done by AI, they're not expecting people to sit and code, which is why they're expecting you to build an app in 1 week because you can do it. All right. So web development, unfortunately, any back end, front end, or full stack, it is going to be tough, guys, and mainly testing. Testing though gone, but when it comes to app development or web development, because there are so many AI tools, they're expecting you to use those tools and build as soon as possible. All right. So there will be pressure, Harish. You cannot avoid that. All right. I would say jump into something more futuristic, something that is cannot be replaced by AI in the next 2-3 years. This is I showed you know how to build an app in the first session. We can actually build an entire app in like half an hour using Webflow or lovable.dev, right? Who's sitting and writing code nowadays, ma? Nobody.
I have given one module as a you have to develop that make my trip. They will give them business logic. We have to prepare that applications like searching, sorting, those things are, and also millions of data.
So use a AI tool, no?
Sir, is this possible to go any big company like if I solve lead code questions, hard related anything?
I mean, see, I don't know what level you're getting into, but right now, web dev, full stack, backend, and testing, the hiring is very slow, darling. You can try it out. Put 5 years experience and put a CV, see how many calls you get. If a 5-year experience guy is not getting it, you know what is the problem. Correct?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Data engineering, big data, anything related to big data for the next 3 to 5 years, it's good. After that, we'll have to figure out what new technology is there. We have from before you learn Java for the next 10 years, you're safe. Now you have to learn every year. You have to upgrade every year. Got it? Awesome.
I have learned Java, sir, and also I am working in as a Java developer.
Good, man. Very good.
But still, I am feeling maybe there is no chances to stay there itself. And also there is a lot of competition is there. And also in my company, who are placed in some other companies, they got terminated due to AI replacement. They told like that if you have a lot of potential, that time you will be safe.
What did I just tell you right now? Same thing only I told you. Correct? Do not focus on web dev right now. Web dev is in danger. Okay, focus on big data. Big data, agentic AI. Two areas that will boom. Agentic AI 2026 is the job of the year. This call is recorded. If I'm wrong, you come and ask me. It'll be the job of the year, agentic AI. Every company will start implementing agentic AIs to automate their processes. All right. This year, not generative AI, agentic AI. All right.
Agentic AI means agent models, sir. AI agent models.
Correct. We'll be implementing agents to, for example, let's say you have, let's say banking system. All right. So when you go deposit a check, there'll be an agent who will take the check details. It'll go deposit. It'll do all this back-end transactions instead of a human being. The AI agent will do this, blah blah. Agent is for deposit. One more only will be one more only for customer satisfaction. So we'll be building agents for everything. Right now, I'll show you a demo of my app, Taurus, in the next class. All right, I'll show you how it works. So we've built multiple agents, all right, to find jobs. So everybody is thinking AI will take over jobs. I said, why not build AI to find jobs, right? Because tomorrow, in the next 1 year, everybody is going to be talking about jobs, if I'm not wrong. They're already doing it now. But the talk of the town is jobs, 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 because AI is taking over. So I thought, let me build agents to go find this job. We also build an agent to sit in your interview. We also build agents to take interviews. We also build agents to build your CV. We also build agents to go apply for jobs. All right. So it'll do everything for you. You just have to upload your CV and sleep. It will find the job. It will change the CV, apply for the job, schedule the interview. It will inform the HR. The AI will come take the first round with you on the phone or on Google Meet, and it'll give you response back with a full-fledged feedback. It'll also tell you, okay, you are not good in Java, so go refer to these tutorials on YouTube, and next interview come prepared. All right. It'll also do mock interviews, and once that all of that is done, it'll take a final one round with a human being, and immediately the offer gets released on the same application. Within 5 minutes, your offer is there. You got it? So the major problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I want to learn, if I want to train AI models, what would I learn? Means after Python, what I have to concentrate to?
No, right now, see, darling, it's AI models is already built. Now you need to know how to build on top of that AI models. Now you're still thinking very low level. Think high level. AI, there's nothing beyond the generative AI right now. Now, if you have to build generative AI, you need at least worst case scenario $5 million. Do you have that, Arish, darling?
Sir,
Do you have $5 million?
if I has how I attend to this?
Correct. So now to build a generative AI model, LLM model, you need good money. All right. Now what you should think about doing is leveraging whatever is already built and build on top of that. What problem can I solve using AI? Think about it. Don't think about, because AI is already there. There are hundreds of models right now. All right. That is improving and they have money to improve it. All right. Now your job is to think solutions for different problems using AI. That's what you need to think about.
Okay, sir. I'm getting now.
All right.
And also I have different scenarios to work on them. Maybe I will try.
You sleep today and think about it, dream about it, and then you start implementing tomorrow. You only need 5,000 rupees to build a app in a AI coding platform. Finished. If the app works, take it to an investor, show, hey boss, look, I have an app. I want money to make it big. Get money. and make it big. That's it. Now you have so many problems in the world. Solve one problem using AI. It can be done in 15 minutes, boss. Okay. Now you need to, that problem you need to check with like 10, 20 people. Boss, if I solve this problem, will it help you? And he says yes. Then ask another guy, ask another guy. If all 24 people say yes, then ask him, will you pay 100 rupees to use this app? Even if 50 to 60% people say yes, then build it. If they say no,
Okay, sir.
then leave it. Got it?
If they say no, I will concentrate on different domains where problem is arising.
Build another problem, build another solution. Don't build it until people say, yes, I will pay for it.
Because market research is a more important before releasing any product.
Exactly. Well done. You're a good boy, Harish. All right. Can I go now?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. Bye. See you guys.